Did you guys hear about Jeff Bezos? He bought like the most expensive house in LA.
Oh yeah.
Like, or the most expensive house like in the US ever like paid for.
Yeah.
So he spent $165 million for like the richest, best house in
And I heard that like
LA.
what was the comparison? It was like if you earned 60,000 a year and you spent like $75
Yeah.
on a house, that's what it's like for Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, that's how much
I remember that
like
fact.
that's how much percentage of his net worth it was in that house.
That's insane.
So like if there was
like
anything more
chump
expensive,
change.
he would have gotten that. Like,
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I think he just did it to flex. Like,
oh, you don't have you seen the house?
the house is pretty nice. I mean, like, he bought it, what's it called? He bought it, like, you know, there's 2 estates that he actually bought.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're very separate. But, I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, the best. You know, it doesn't mean that, like, the most expensive is the best house,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I think he just did it just to flex. Because he could have bought, like, better
Well,
places.
who
better
else is
house-
gonna buy it?
Well, somebody already had the property. And he was just like, okay.
No, but I'm saying like there's only a certain amount of people that can buy something like that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, like, you know,
But okay,
why not?
The thing is, like, LA. Why LA? He has you know, properties in DC because he wants to be near the government. You
Maybe
know,
for
Amazon,
like Amazon Studios or something.
maybe, but I don't know.
Be closer to Hollywood people.
Probably, you know, because he was at the Oscars. I feel like.
Oh yeah, he got bagged on that.
Well, this brings us back to like the opener question. Like, if you had Jeff Bezos money, would you buy a house like that?
I would, because I like entertainment, right? But like, he's done literally everything else, so it's like except entertainment. So I feel like
What do you
maybe
mean you
that's-
like you would buy the house for the entertainment? What do you
to
mean?
be around like LA.
Oh no,
like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, would you buy that house or like a different house if you had that type of money?
I mean, if I was that rich, like, it really doesn't matter, you know? I mean, I would like to say I wouldn't buy it, right? But he has the power to $75 out of 60,000. Like,
You have to watch out for Shimmer.
Yeah,
He's gonna do crazy stuff with money. He's like, I don't know what I would do. Those are always the time.
no, but like $60 out of 60, $75 out
But
of
it's
60,000.
but it's still that much money.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from the fact that it's still that much money.
Yeah, but like, you can still do a lot more with the other money, right?
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
you can make that comparison right now. Why'd you buy this MacBook? Oh, well, you know, that's, you know.
Well, I need it. He doesn't need that house. There's a
We don't know
big
that.
difference.
We don't know that, so.
Hey man, to each their own.
But that's crazy.
Screw with Jeff Bezos if you're watching this. That's why this
Wait.
podcast isn't on Amazon Prime.
he did pledge $10 billion to sustain the earth or something.
Oh, to like environmental
Environmental
causes,
causes, which
That's-
How about he
awesome.
turns that money and puts it back into his own company and actually like treats his employees right? Let's do that.
right? Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
that's a good point.
I didn't know where you
he's
were going
also,
with that, but
he's
that was a
also
good point.
saving the earth, so I don't know. But
You're gonna pick and choose your battles. Or?
but you know, like, pledging, I don't know if that means like he's just donating. I think he's
Mhm.
like setting up like a whole new business, you know, to like, I feel like he's gonna gain some personal thing from this. So
Yeah, well, I mean,
He's
like
probably gonna get
companies-
tax cuts from it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, he doesn't pay taxes, so.
Oh, yeah, true.
Zero.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's always kind of this thing about, you know, reaching that level and then everyone kind of deciding what is right for you and whatnot, and like you don't know, you know, what's he's kind of picking and choosing between and like what he wants to do with that money. So, like, I just think that we're all kind of in a position that like we are supposed to be in, as in like if there was that rich person that was gonna save the world, you know, like everyone says that, everyone's like, yeah, if I was that rich I would do this, right? But maybe it's supposed to be that way. Maybe like everybody's supposed to be in the position that they're in because that's where they're meant to be. And like, you don't know, you know how like sometimes people say fame doesn't change a person, it just reveals who they were the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that we're all kind of hypocrites to that, you know, where we like to pick out billionaires and be like, you know, they should be doing this and I would do this and that. But in honesty, like you were saying, you know, you were honest about it, you were like, I don't know if I'm not going to say that I wouldn't buy that house.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, we don't know that until we get to that
Yeah.
point.
But I will say, you know, Bill Gates, he's someone who donates like 90% of his wealth to charities, and that's awesome. So
yeah,
I,
so there are good
I
ones out there.
personally would try to find a balance. Like I obviously like you earned that money, so I would definitely like reward myself with it with nice things. But I would want to hopefully like balance that out by also giving back to people. Like
I truly think
how David Dobrik does it.
Yeah, I truly think that the reward thing, I don't know how everyone else functions, but if I don't have somebody to share it with, it just doesn't mean anything to me at all. Like right now where I'm at, I have, when it comes to materials, like all the things that really I need. I really don't need anything else. There's a lot of things that I want, but otherwise when I get to share experiences with other people, especially family, you know, close friends, it makes it way better. And that's, if you don't have, like, if you're doing all these cool things and you have nobody to share it with, that's just lonely. And that's why like rich people sometimes are in that position.